Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to episode 130 of the FAB and Fearless Business Booster Shot Show. My name is Yinka. I am a business strategist, a coach, a speaker, an incoming author, and I support women to create wealth in and through their businesses by helping them to focus on what matters most for the business, which is cash flow and strategy, and what matters most for the business owner, which is mindset and habits. It is my pleasure and privilege to welcome you to this 130th episode of the Business Booster Shot Show, where each week at 1:30 p.m., usually on a Wednesday, but this Wednesday was a little special, so we're coming in live and direct on Friday. I share a short, sharp shot to boost both you and your business with one powerful truth and one actionable tip. So, with that in mind, I want to ensure that you can hear me and see me live and direct on my Facebook and YouTube socials. So, if you can, feel free to jump into the chat, let me know that you are here, and let's get this party started. We are talking about the 5 normal money statements that we need to leave back in 2024. But ahead of that, let me just make sure that the socials aren't socialing, the tech isn't teching, and you can actually see and hear me. And if you can, indeed, feel free to jump into the comments, say hello, happy new year to you, ladies and gents. I'm so excited to be welcoming yet another new year. I'm very, very grateful to be here. I'm very grateful to be doing this. I'm very grateful to have started the new year in an altogether different fashion than I did this time last year. So super grateful and very, very excited to be welcoming you to this awesome episode of the Booster Shot Show. Right, I can see myself on Facebook. So let me now double check that I can see myself on YouTube, and then we are good to go. In the meantime, ladies and gents, feel free, as I said, if you can see and hear me on my socials, feel free to come in live and say hello. I always love to know who I am being joined by and how they are doing today. That said, this is not my usual slot. This is not my usual time. So I totally get it if there are people are unaware that I'm doing the Booster Shot Show today, but we are indeed live and direct. So I can see it. I can't really see much happening with it, but nonetheless, we can get going, because now I can see that it is doing what it is supposed to do. So we get to share this message. One moment, then we get to rock and roll. In the meantime, feel free, let me know, how are you doing? So excited to be here. And the reason why I wanted us to have this particular conversation right at the top of the year, as the first thing we go ahead to talk about, is because studies show that trying to install good habits or good actions is a really important thing to do. But the drag effect of bad actions and bad habits is much, much higher. So stopping doing things that are detrimental or unhelpful to your outcomes often has a massive and much larger impact than the trying to do the good things. And so this is the reason why I wanted to talk about these 5 normal money phrases. The other reason I wanted to talk about it is because I'm hearing these. And you might be like, of course you are hearing these, Yinka. You think about money, you talk about money, like you are in business, like money is your thing. And I'm like, yes, that is true. But the knowledge of and consciousness around the way we think about and talk about money tends to go up and down in different amounts. And so I'm seeing more of these normal phrases, and that's what I mean. They are air quotes normal. Everybody's saying them, everybody thinks that way. And all I will say is, if you do what everybody does, you will get what everybody gets. And then when we look at, the averages and the most prevalent results around business, most businesses fail. Around wealth, most people aren't wealthy. And so it is really important to recognize that just because it is popular doesn't mean it is helpful. Just because it is popular, that doesn't mean that we should go into and continue on the popularity train to get that done. But that said, I can see people online, as I constantly say, feel free. If you can see and hear me over on my socials, feel free to jump into the chat. Let me know. At the moment, I can't see any comments, but I can see the counter totting up. So there are definitely people in the house. And I wish you a very, very happy new year. So let's talk about these statements. The first statement that we need to leave back in 2024 is variations of "it's not all about money," "it's not only about the money," "I'm not about the money," "I'm not only in it for the money." All of those statements, variations on the same theme of of essentially making out as if being focused on money is a problem. Being focused on money is bad. Being all about the money is problematic. The reason why that thinking is very, very problematic is manyfold. But the first is that I love, we live in this online world. So many of us who are running businesses in this online world, people come in and they say, oh, I'm not in it for the money. It's not all about money, on hundreds of pounds worth of computer equipment, paying hundreds of pounds or dollars, or choose the currency of your choice, of Wi-Fi, in clothes that cost money, eating food that costs money, in a house that costs money. The fact is that our lives are underpinned by things that cost money. Now, whether you believe they should or they shouldn't be is a completely different and separate conversation, and it's one that needs to be had. But while we're having that conversation, your life costs money. And so the fact that your life costs money, and then you are sharing that, oh, I'm not in it for the money, or it's not about the money, is a little gauche. It's unrecognized privilege. Every single person who is talking about not being in it for the money is sitting on eating, sleeping, drinking money. Things that are bought with money, things that are improved by money. And so there is a reason why you never hear homeless people or people in abject poverty saying it's not about money. And the fact is that money isn't a problem. But it is those of us in the privileged part of the world who want to come with this false piety. And that's exactly what it is. It's false piety. Oh, I'm too cool for school. Oh, I'm not in it for the money. Well, lucky you, darling. Lucky you. Because some people have to be about the money, and that is okay. What they don't need is your judgment. What they don't need is your false piety. So the reason why we want to leave this statement I said in 2024, that particular statement, we can leave it in the bin. And the reason we can leave it in the bin is because it doesn't help anybody. The people who are all about the money are often about the money because they need to be. And as I said, what they don't need is our judgment and our looking down on them. If you were not about the money, fantastic for you. I hope you have all the wealth that you need in the world for your hopes and your dreams, and to help other people too, because it really isn't all about you. And so, for me, that's the reason why I'm about leaving that particular statement in 2024. Number 2 is variations on the money doesn't buy you. Fill in the gap. Happiness, happiness, joy. Money doesn't buy you family. Or the other version of it is that at least I have something else other than money. Once again, this is a statement that we need to leave back in 24. And the reason we need to leave it back in 24 is because it is buying into this false choice. Oh, I don't have money, but I have something else. Oh, I'd rather have happiness than money. I would say that may or may not be true. I don't know, but there are wealthy people who are happy, and there are poor people that are happy. So the idea that money is set up in opposition to these other intangible things that you can't buy in the shop is a very unhelpful way to think about money at all. Money doesn't have to buy happiness to be useful. And having money doesn't stop you having happiness. And so it's really important. We see it in so many different ways. We see it in terms of, I'm in a group where we're having a discussion at the moment, and the idea, for example, that out earning your partner as a woman will cause you to to reduce the amount of love or what is available to you because you have more money. It is a completely false paradigm. Hi, Nene. Lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me live and getting your comment through, celebrating you. Really, really excited to see you. I'm just talking about the lie and the false choice thinking that comes into the conversation when people talk about money not buying happiness, not buying gratitude, not buying things that money was never designed to buy in the first place. Money is excellent for the things that it is excellent for, and it is not excellent for stuff that it's got nothing to do with. And yes, I totally understand that we're told that the love of money is the root of all evil, or at least that's what they said it said. That isn't what it says. But I tell you what, the lack of money causes so much unhappiness, so much anxiety, and so many other problems. Hey, Sam Adams, lovely to have you here. And so please do not get caught up into that lie. Oh, well, at least I've got, I'm not suggesting that whatever the thing that comes at the end of the sentence, oh, at least I've got my family. Family is incredible. It is important. Family is one of the most beautiful things we will ever have, whether they're the family you came with or the family you choose. But that's not instead of money. That's not instead, you know what I mean? Your life is not a consolation prize. Your family isn't a consolation for brokenness. Let's really get clear about the way that we're thinking about things and the way that we're talking about money, because you get to have both. You can have happiness and wealth. You can have family and wealth, or at least I have every intention of having as much of both as I want. How about you? Are you secretly subscribing to a false narrative of you have to choose between the two, you can't have both? Because I assure you, those secret unconscious thoughts will drive you faster than anything that you are consciously trying to create. Number 3 statement that needs to stay in 2024 is money is hard to make. Someone who's listening to the sound of my voice, feel free to type that in the chat for me, please. Money is hard to make is a statement that needs to go back into 2024, if not the bin. Why? Because as a man thinketh, so is he, and as a woman thinketh, so is she. And so what that means is if you believe money is hard to make, you are making money hard to make for you. For you specifically, not across the board. You see, I have been doing some research for my book. Yes, because 2025 is the year my book is coming out. And you will be amazed what people in this world use to make money. There's like a woman who sells like pictures of her feet. And there is another person that I saw that sells her sweat. And I mean, to be honest, she sells it in quite a large quantity. I don't even know how she collects that much. She is pretty skilled. But the point I'm trying to make to you is that if you have feet and a camera and you know her ideal client market, you can make money. There are people making money in some of the most unbelievable ways. And so what I want to offer you is the idea that if you are finding money hard to make, that isn't a universal truth, that has been your experience in the past. But ladies and gents, I want to remind you that past does not equal future. So money may have been hard to make in the past, and you can decide that today is the day that it gets easier. It gets to be easy is a decision before it's a reality. But telling yourself it's hard it's a decision you're making, and it is a decision that you don't like the outcome of that you're continuing to reinforce. It doesn't make sense. If you do not want money to be hard to make, then stop saying money is hard to make. I don't know if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Let me know in the chat if you are. But that particular statement, it's a very misery loves company statement. Like everyone getting together to talk about how hard it is to make money is, it's a little bit like oppression Olympics. And I'm like, who is helped out of that particular conversation? Who is benefiting? Because you all end up feeling like you're not alone, but you don't actually end up feeling any better. Like, I don't know, maybe like drop in the chat, let me know if I'm wrong. I'm always open to being told that I'm wrong. But that isn't helpful to you. Because as I said, there are people who are making money easily. There are people who are making money in their sleep. There are people making, and so given that money follows rules, learning the rules of money makes it easier to make. And so if you don't want money to continue to be hard for you, then maybe stop repeating that particular statement. So we've done 3 so far. The statements that need to stay in 2024. Number 1 is it's not all about the money. I'm not in it for the money. Variations on that theme. Number 2 is money doesn't buy you happiness, family, any of the other incredible things that you want, as though they are consolation prizes for you to continue to be broke. They are not. Number 3 is money is hard to make. No, it's not. And I really, as I said, it really isn't hard to make money. It is, money follows rules. Once you learn the rules, it is, not only is it easy, it's inevitable if you know the rules. So if you want to make money, you want to make it easier, learn the rules. We'll come back to that in a second. Number 4, this particular statement is about, it refers to people being flash when they spend their money, or people being ridiculous in how they spend their money. Those kind of statements absolutely need to stay in last year. Why? Because they come with tacit judgment. Judging how other people spend their money only keeps money out of yours. Judging how other people spend their money only keeps money away from you. That judgment, that looking at other people, how they spend their money is their business. Like, if you think they should spend it differently or better, get your money, spend it how you want. But understanding that judgment and the problematic way that it causes you to think, you spend so much time pointing your finger at them when actually you need to be, focusing on minding the business that pays you. And so judging other people for the way that it's ridiculous to spend X on a bag, X on some shoes, Y on there were conversations over the holidays about Jeff Bezos and his $600 million wedding. And they were like, that's ridiculous. And yet when you calculate the wealth of Jeff Bezos and the cost of his wedding was probably cheaper than yours if you're married, or mine, like as a proportion of earnings. And so it is definitely important. In 2025, there's so much money to be made. Your best bet is to mind the business that pays you. Isn't to spend your time judging how other people spend their money, because that judgment will tacitly, you will turn it inward. It tells you what you think about people who have money and the way that money is spent. None of that is going to help you. None of that is going to serve you in the long run. And then the other sentence, this one is one that I had to cure myself of in 2024 myself, but it is important that I share this honest reflection with you, is this idea that, all those money claims online are fake. That is definitely a sentence that needs to stay in 2024. Why? Like I said before, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Number 1, because it isn't actually true. There are many, many people sharing their income goals, their income achievements online, and they are legit. Many people are making the millions they say they are making. Equally, there are some people, as is true of any scenario, who lie. That doesn't mean everybody lies. Just because some people lie, that doesn't mean everybody lies. But the reason why that particular statement is so damaging to us is because it causes us to reject the idea of these financial achievements. Oh, that's not possible. Oh, they're all making it up. And what you're not saying is, I don't think I can do that myself. I don't think they're really doing it because I don't think I can do that myself. And the thing is that neither of those things can be true. You absolutely can make all the money they're making and more. As I said, money follows rules. It doesn't follow people. If you understand the rules of money, money will follow the things that the rules and the spaces and the places that you create to bring it in. And so this idea that it's all fake is one of the ways that people make themselves feel better about not making the money they want to make. We're not those people. We don't need to be those people. And as I said, it actually isn't true. There are so many incredible entrepreneurs, business owners of integrity who are sharing their results and who are absolutely doing the numbers they say that they have done. I have never come online. I've never been offline, but I've never come online to share with you, I made X amount and that was not true. And the reason why I share this particular one with you is because I was so concerned. Like, I have been chastised by my coaches and mentors many times because they're like, you don't share your results, Yinka. You're getting these amazing results in your business and you're not sharing them. And I was like, yes, but I don't want to be tarred with the same brush. I don't want people to think that, because some people lie and I'm also talking about money, I'm also lying. I mean, as I say it out loud, it sounds pretty daft. What can I say? Not my finest hour of intelligence or courage. But yeah, there are many, many women running multi six, seven, 8-figure, 9-figure businesses and talking about it. And they have every right to do so. It is not rude to talk about money. It is not gauche. It is not unacceptable. All of that is good girl conditioning designed to keep you small, designed to make you pay small and fit in. And I want to shout out the incredible Tammy Thomas because she dropped a quote on me today in her post on, I think it was Facebook, I saw it. That is the one powerful truth I want to share with you. All of the money claims are fake language is about calling women to be more relatable. And Tamu, again, I quote you, I drop you, I will tag you on this video when I get back to Facebook. What she asked the question, why be relatable when you can be remarkable? That's the thing, ladies and gents. You are called to do remarkable things. You're called to be one of a kind. So why are you trying to fit in and to dull your shine and to act like you're like everybody else? Yes, some people are faking things, but many people aren't. And the thing I would say is, why are you worried about what other people are or aren't doing? Why are you not, once again, focusing on minding the business that pays you? So, yes, ladies and gents, they are the 5 statements. I will repeat them again. Number 1 is, it's not all about money. In the bin. In the bin. In the bin. I don't even want that one in 2024 either. That one can go in the bin. But number 1 is, it's not all about money. Number 2 is, money doesn't buy you happiness, family, or at least I have my whatever it is instead of money. Number 3 is, money is hard to make. Stop saying that. Just stop. Stop. If it's been hard in the past, great. Commit to making it easier in the future and stop repeating what you don't want. Words create worlds. Number 4, talking about how people spend their money as flash or ridiculous, judging people as though, a certain type of money or a certain way of spending it is unacceptable. And number 5 is, although online money claims are fake. Long story short, ladies and gents, there is so much incredible opportunity ahead of us. But it starts with us freeing our minds from the shackles and the lies and the weeds that we have either inadvertently or deliberately, or however it's come about into our mind. They are sitting there. They are putting a drag on our ability to create the results that we want. Why? Because who wants to be judged? And who wants to be thought of as flash or ridiculous? Who wants to not have family and have money and set? Nobody. But if these are the kinds of things that you're believing, then you are going to inadvertently avoid money, whether you mean to or not. And the fact is, there isn't anything that is going to happen in your life from this point onwards. There's none of the goals that you want to achieve. There's none of the businesses that you want to run that isn't going to take you needing to master, get very acquainted with, and do well in the area of money. And so it is for that reason. I am super excited. I've got one actionable tip, but I'm going to share that in a second. I already shared my one powerful truth of why try and be relatable when you can be remarkable. But I'm really excited to share with you, ladies and gents, that we are starting the year strong as it relates to our cash. And I am running next Thursday a really exciting masterclass called the Kickstart Your Cashflow Masterclass. It is the Rich and Rested edition. It is a live virtual masterclass on Thursday, 9th of January at 6:30 p.m. UK time, which is 1:30 p.m. Eastern. And we are there to improve your cash flow results fast. We're there to ensure that we achieve more cash by working less. It's actually to ensure that we're working less, not more, and to set up your year for more cash in your world. That's the purpose of the masterclass. This one's free. I always like to start the year with a free one to make sure that as many women as possible have access to good quality information, and they can take what I share and go and make magic in their worlds. What I do want to remind you of, those of you who are new to my spaces, a Yinka masterclass is not a long form sales pitch where I tell you my non-existent rags to riches tale and then to ask you to buy something. There's nothing to buy in that particular masterclass. I'm just here to help you to understand the things that are going to help you kickstart your cash flow. So I'm really excited to premiere this particular masterclass. It's the first one of the year for me. And I'm really excited to help as many women as want to actually be able to create incredible cash flow in their businesses in the days ahead. So we are just getting those links together. But if you want an invitation to come and join us for free, my only ask of you is that if you sign up, please make sure you show up. I am not one of those people who's like, oh my gosh, 25,000 people, so 25,000, 100 people signed up to my masterclass, and then like 7 people show. I don't care about that. If you're not coming, don't come. It's all good. If you are coming, be the person who is a person of your word. If you sign up, then show up. So if you want to come along, drop the word kickstart in the anywhere that you are seeing this video, drop the word kickstart, and then a member of Team Yinka or me myself will drop you the link for you to come and register. And the only other thing I will ask is tell a friend to tell a friend. It is so important that we remember that sharing is caring. And the opportunity to really change and break the beliefs that are holding us back around cash is something that actually benefits us all. So my one actionable tip, apart from signing up for the masterclass, is to ask yourself which of those five statements, which of them have found their way in really subtle, nifty, shifty ways into your thinking, into your language, or often into your environment. Who around you is thinking like that, talking like that? These are really, really important opportunities for us to think about, because these negative, or these unhelpful, I should say, traits will have a much bigger drag effect on your success than you installing the good habits. And we want to make sure that we achieve more by working less. And that means we need to take care of the things that could be holding us back. So, ladies and gents, that is everything I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so much for joining me for the very first Booster Shot show of the year, the 130th episode, no less. And I so look forward to seeing you in the spaces. Hello, fabulous women. It is so lovely to see you. I am literally about to jet. Wishing you a happy new year, fab lady. Join the masterclass, ladies and gents. The word you want is kickstart. Drop that in the comments. I will send you a link, or a member of Team Yinka will send you a link, and we will see each other next Thursday. Take care. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll see you all